couple hours to do that, but it was worth it. I'm going to turn off resources so it's a little easier to see. So I can see all the radar towers and stuff. The reason I did this is because when I decided to rebuild my primary facility, which is over here, I wanted to find a good location that was going to be central to a lot of nodes and allow me to, you know, figure out where to go for the best stuff. Foundation bridges, then you turn them into truck roads with blueprints. Yep. Yep, that's what all of those sky bridges you've seen are, is blueprints. Like, I can just walk right out. I think I left a car over here. Maybe? I don't know where I left it. But, yeah, so this is all here. You know, full roadway. This is also shipping in petroleum coke, rubber, plastic, aluminum ingots, all-clad sheeting, and the aluminum casings from this factory over here. And all of this is blueprint. So I can go through and quickly deploy these as long as I have the materials in my dimensional depot, which includes the corners. Like, that's all simple connections once they're put in place. I did a ramp so I could go up. That was a little tricky to do in the blueprinting. But yeah, it's all blueprints. Oh, I left the car over here, of course. So yeah, this is our plastics and aluminum factory. I recently tore down the original one, like I'm doing with my old main factory now, and built this anew because it was bigger and more efficient than what I had. So, and I got plenty of room for expansion as I need it. And eventually I'll get nuclear back up and running too, but not as a primary power source. Oh, I was going to show you my coal plant. Because it's a super simple design and it's really efficient. I won't use TubeNet. We'll go via regular old. Because I believe from here I can float over. Yeah. Good old rocket fuel, man. You can just go so far. I'm gonna go ahead and land here, let it refill. This is my coal factory. We built this early on, and it's been running ever since. This is a power plant. And it's running on the octagonal design. You got 40 coal plants here producing power off of only 3 nodes. And those 3 nodes were maxed out using Mark 1 or Mark 2 miners. I don't remember. And Mark II. So all of this is not advanced tech at all. It's tier 4 conveyor belts, I think. Yeah, Mark IV conveyor belt. So this can all be done relatively early game. And you're going to get a nice amount of power out of this. I don't know if I've got this connected to the main net. I don't think I do. Let me see. Yeah, you're getting 3,000 megawatts out of this place. I'm not even using any of this anymore. It's not hooked up. So for early grade, it's a great power plant. Excuse me. And then I had a whole nother node here that I was shipping out to the other facilities to use coal. I got a drone and a conveyor belt going out. And this was the old way I went and did tubes. This is just a simple point-to-point tube network. No destination picking. There we go. Let's get back to work. Let's go ahead and put that in there. I don't need those on me right now. Actually, I don't need this on me right now either. The dimensional depoting pretty much everything at this point, for those wondering. So I have everything at my access when I want it. It's all max unlocked. Even all the Christmas stuff is dimensional depoted now. So I'll be able to build decorations galore if I want to. Right, we were tearing down pipes. You're putting storage containers into assemblers so you can make factories to build the part. Yep, that's the best way to go. Quick and easy. Get yourself the parts you need to do something right. That's the beauty of the game, is like balancing that. What do I do first versus what do I need immediately? You know? It's like, well, I need to build this, but in order to build this, I got to build this, this, and this. So in the meantime, I'm just going to dump all this into this box and let it make it quickly and dirty. But I'm also at the point where I'm not rushing. Like, I could have ended the game a long time ago. Like, it wouldn't be hard for me. I've already got the 1,000 nuclear pasta. So all I have to make is the other 3 parts, and I would be done with Phase 5. And it wouldn't take me long to do if I really put my mind to it. But I want to build everything right. I want it to look good, and I want it to be... You know, when I end the game, I want it to be in its best shape. I don't want it to be just done, you know? I love this game too much to just end it. You want to get into Satisfactory building, which is funny because when Satisfactory first launched, the building options were so limited. Then they kept adding more cool stuff, and I hope they add more awesome shop stuff soon. Like, I'd like to see a lot more customization options put into the game. Like, I'd be okay even with a microtransaction for cosmetics in this game. There we go. Yeah, I'm disappointed with my nuclear. My first attempt at nuclear did not go well. I got over 2,000 hours in the game, but I only ever made it to nuclear or higher once, and that's this playthrough. Farthest I'd ever gotten before this was the start of aluminum. Basically, I got to tier 5 belts, and I stopped advancing in my last few saves. Well, honestly, with the way I've built everything, it wasn't hard to do, but I kept running into more and more parts I needed that I didn't have an easy way to ship over there. Because they were being made at that factory, at this factory, at that factory, and like, I was droning some of it over, but it's like I kept running into more things. I'm like, but I want to do the rebuild before I go crazy. So I just gave up on it. Decided to make the rocket fuel plant because I'd unlocked rocket fuel, and then rocket fuel is so much more efficient than nuclear. I was like, screw it. I don't need that nuclear shit anymore. So I will get to it eventually, but not anytime soon. It'll be after everything else. Oh, excuse me. After everything else is rebuilt, then I will go tackle the nuclear stuff. Because our actual new sky bridge that sticks out over there is directly in line to get to that location. Yeah, nuclear will just be to say I've done it and done it right. But I will delete this road. That whole factor will get deleted, and we'll rebuild up there. But it'll be attached to Route 1A, which is coming out from there. Unless I decide to try and go direct off of here over to there, but I don't think it'll line up quite right. So, and I'm still not sure if I'm going to keep this factory and rebuild it, or if I'm just going to get rid of it. Because pretty much everything being built over there, I am now building over here. So, at least as far as raw materials go. No. Why has Spotify stopped letting me remove songs from the shuffle? This drives me nuts. You know what? Maybe we'll switch it up and go 80s. Yeah. We'll shuffle it up and do some 80s for a while. All right. Let's go empty out. We're slowly but surely getting everything removed from here. I can go... And then I've got to store some stuff. Which alt screw recipe? Because there's several. But yes, there are some really good ones. Is it the steel beam one? Because that's like phenomenal. Especially early game, you need like one constructor to max out your belt. Alright, I think it's time to start deleting entire production lines. Oh yeah, the 5 iron instead of having to do rods first is... Yeah, I was using that for a while. I just switched over recently. Today, in fact. Now, I've been saying right along, they've done so many amazing things with 1.0 that have totally changed how you can play the game. And it's made it so I don't get bored of this game. I'm loving it. Okay, that was project materials, so let's go dump those off. Let's clean up our mess. It's funny how a couple months ago I'd be like, why are you throwing all that out? It's like, because now I'm producing so much of it, I don't need that shit. This is taking up inventory space. Like, I'm about to tear down Fix-It Trigons. Or Fix-It and throw it out. Because I'm producing it elsewhere. I don't need it here. Yeah, there's Trigons. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. Alright, what are we making here? Time crystals? These can go. This isn't actually making anything anymore. I'm definitely very happy I figured out how to hide my power connections better, too. When I look at these old factory floor modules, I'm like, damn, they're not good. Like, I couldn't set the blueprints down on these because these sticking up would prevent the blueprint from snapping in blueprint mode. So I'd have to set it in default mode and then line everything up just right. And it made life miserable. Compared to now, where I can just snap it and boom, it's placed. I just have to make sure it's facing the right direction. Huge difference. Lots of room in my inventory yet. There's our nuclear pasta. $25 minutes, you should be done with your first phase. Nice. Is this your first time playing through, or have you played through before? Let's go dump the pasta off. Bought the game 3 years ago, never got into it until now. Okay. I understand that. I've got a few games I've bought that I still haven't played, like Deep Rock Galactic. But I was supposed to play that with somebody, and then they ended up not having me play it with them. So, by the time they got around to playing it. Yeah, I was supposed to play with Fluff, PMax, but he then got into Valheim and then never got back to me about, because we were going to do that blind run through of it. So I bought it and never used it. One of these days I will. It's not on my radar at this point. Like, honestly, after this, between Minecraft and wanting to get back to a run-through of RimWorld, and who knows what comes up with the next No Man's Sky update. I mean, geez. They come out, the next one will probably be out, well, during next one-shot, I bet. I'm betting February. Oh, yeah. Dude, I love RimWorld so much. It is one of my all-time... This RimWorld and Minecraft are on my top go-to games lists for all time. Like, I just go back and keep playing them over and over again. Droid Scholar, that's totally understandable. No Man's Sky is a true sandbox. You have to make of it what you want. Right? There's no real guiding principle, because the overarching point of the game is pointless. I've never actually made it to the center of a galaxy in my playthroughs, because there's no reason to. The game is about exploration. And the building there can be really impressive, but their build engine's not great. Speaking of great games to build in that I want to get back to, I want to do another run of Conan Exiles. Because I love that game. And they just did a huge update where they changed how all the thralls are handled, and I want to go back in and play that. I love that game. It's so much fun. But that's a game I'd like to have a few people to play with. I've looked at Enshrouded, and I love the look of the build system. The concept of the world didn't grab me at first. That's why I didn't dive onto it when it first came out. I may get to it eventually when it's like on super cheap sale or something. But yeah, I just haven't got there yet. But yeah, I'm big into survival games in general. I have over 1,000 hours in Conan Exiles. I have over 2,000 in Satisfactory. I'm at around 800 in RimWorld. I couldn't even tell you how many hours in Minecraft. It's got to be in the 2,000 to 3,000 easily. All right. More project parts. How much space we got? Lots. Oh, damn it. My biggest enemy is my fat fingers hitting the wrong buttons. Okay, that part of this song is not creepy at all. I mean, come on, Rod. Stop being so creepy. Okay, how are we at on store? Come on. Yes. You're ready to start overclocking so you can overclock concrete? Yeah. I don't do a lot of overclocking in this game, except for miners. Like extractors and mining equipment, I always overclock to maximize the output to whatever the belt I have. But beyond that, I don't overclock things unless I'm like trying to get project parts done super fast to unlock something. Then I'll overclock until I get that project done. But, like, I have so many shards sitting in storage right now. Like... Yeah, I have 401 spare power shards right now. Blueprint Mark 1 is... Tier 4? Tier 3? Tier 3. Phase 2, Phase 3, somewhere in there. I believe it's right after steel. Okay, we're full. I better go empty out. But we've deleted quite a lot. Oh, shoot. No, not those. These, yes. A specific iron factory? No. I have iron ingots being produced and sent back to my main factory. I'm a little different than a lot of people. I don't subscribe to building a ton of small factories and shipping things all over the place with massive train lines. That's not my style. All right, let me head over here. That's why I have these bridges with 6 conveyor belts in them.